just take something away from what I'm going to share with every single one of you today. Take something away from what everybody else is sharing with you that's sharing the stage, or if someone else talks to you throughout a breakout session or whatever it may be. And that's one of the reasons why I agreed to do this, because growing up, I wasn't necessarily the biggest reader. I would go to the library and in school because I had to learn about something on a project, and I was kind of infatuated. Like, this is really cool. Like, what I was intrigued by was the fact that all the books were alphabetically. I thought that was cool, and it was so cool to me to just kind of go down to see if there was any books like out of order, And I would go to Mrs. Nicewonder and I would say, Mrs. Nicewonder, this one was out of order. And she would well, then put it in the right order then. She would say, do your part, and I would just laugh. But. To me, it was amazing that, oh man, I can open up this book about something I was completely oblivious to, and I learned everything about it. Like, I knew everything about it, and I was able to do my report, presented it to my teacher, to the 15 students in the classroom, whatever it was, and I felt like I knew it. I felt like I lived it. I felt like I was a part of it. And but now, ever since my injury, I've seen people on planes. I was the 22-year-old with his iPod in, listening to the same song, for 30 days while I'm on the road. And I see other people that have, one book, then they have 2 books, then they have 3 books. And then I would talk to these individuals, and they knew so much. Like, how do you know all this stuff? And they're like, we read. And I thought, you know what? That's actually pretty cool, And so I started to, that's how you know all this stuff. I thought you were just born with all this wisdom. And I started to kind of work at it, and I still work at it every single day to, open up a book and take a book on the road with me. And I get all these books all the time, so I have no excuse. But one of the reasons why I decided to write a book about my life, about what I've experienced and what I've been through, is because of the fact that they say 1% of our nation's population would serve in our military. Now, that's a very small audience. So it's a very small audience that would completely understand what it's like to drive a Humvee in Iraq and then all of a sudden an explosion happened. It's a very small audience that will understand that. Now, that's my big boom. I think that all of us have a big boom in our life, right? There's something. My big boom may be completely different than yours different from mine different from hers different from yours, whatever. Everybody has their own type of big boom.